So I think what's happening, like our team members are running Facebook parties and they're putting the post in there and they're like, my Facebook party's not working. And that's kind of like the same thing as like posting and praying, right? Like it's not going to work because there's stuff that you have to do behind it, like behind the scenes. So, so you guys all probably have either Trello or SyncShare, I'm guessing. SyncShare is the easiest for parties just because it's, you know, you can schedule it in SyncShare, which is just so nice. But some of like our new stylists, they don't have SyncShare, or they don't want to buy it, or they don't want to learn another platform. So I kind of felt like Trello was like the next option. You know, I gotta turn down this light. I feel like I'm being blinded. 1 second, guys. There we go. So, and stop me while I'm going so that you guys can ask your questions, all right? Because it is so much information, so much information. So I'm gonna start to share my screen. So, can you guys all see the Trello board? Yeah, okay. All right. So, this is what Trello looks like, right? So what I did was I created a team board and I put a new 1 hour party template in there just so that people could have it there. So if you have a new person that comes on and they're like, yeah, no, I don't want to learn SyncShare, I don't want anything to do with it, you can actually pop in here and there's a new 1 hour party template. And there's also a new stylist launch party template as well, if you guys want that as well. But what it is when you click onto it, it's going to tell you the first thing that you need to do is copy this board because this is like a master, right? So this is the master board. And this will tell you exactly what you need to post. If you click on it, it has all the verbiage is right there. You just need to change like the date and time and the hostess's name and stuff like that, right? So I put it as like 2 days before, 1 day before the day of the party because everybody's starting their parties on different days and times, right? So let me do the chat. Oh, okay, that's Miriam. I didn't know somebody was trying to get in. So my parties start on Wednesdays. So my day of the party is Wednesday, so it's Tuesday and then Monday, right? So you guys all know how to do this part. I just wanted to show you because if you have a new stylist that's coming on, or if you have a seasoned stylist that they're like, I just need to revamp, you can come in here and take all this information, okay? It's all of yours. Ours, yours. So the only little thing that you have to do is that if you click on here, you'll see that the graphic is down here. When you click on the graphic, you just have to hit open in new tab, and then you can drag it to your desktop, okay? So that was like the only little glitch. Now, when you do a party from Trello like this, unfortunately, you have to go into the Facebook party and you have to schedule it out. Where on SyncShare, you just schedule it right from SyncShare. So it's really kind of nice, right? So this is just like the basic 1 hour party template. But the stuff that's really going to help you is in the next board. So it's labeled Facebook parties for the team. Again, you have to make a copy of the board because this is the master board. So to make a copy, you just go over to show menu, you go to more, you go to copy board, and then you title it whatever you want, okay? So whatever you do, just don't title it Facebook parties for the team because you want to have it for whatever party, like whatever you want to name it, okay? Because otherwise you'll have two of the same boards and you won't remember which one is yours and which one's the team's, okay? So after you make a copy of the board, that's when you can kind of come in here and do what you like. Okay. Sorry, I got confused because I actually just added this today. So what I like to do is I have February parties and then I make like another card for March just because I'm like, in February, I might, you know, somebody might say, oh, I'll do a party, but I'm not going to do it until March. So I leave it here. Now this right down here is the new party template. So as you can tell, when you click on it, it says keep this card and just add to it. Click on the card, go to copy and pick where you want it to go. So this right here, if I click out of it, see how it says 0 to 50? There's 50 things in here that you should be doing during a Facebook party. Now, you don't have to do all 50 of them, but what I have found is by doing all 50 of these, I have booked more parties. My parties have skyrocketed in sales, and I've got a lot of interest for the business. Like, I want to say, I forget who I was talking to today, but I was like, I've got, 10 people who are now in my funnel. And I really am like saying it's because of this checklist, because I'm really getting anything and everything out of these parties. So there's 50 things that are in here. So you don't want to have to keep on doing like writing down all those 50 things, right, for each party. So what you can do is you just take this and you make a copy of it. So what I do is I come in here. So my friend Sarah said she's going to do a party in February. So I click on here, and what I do is I go down to copy and I go to list template because I want to stay in here. And I want to make it to a Facebook party, a February party, sorry. And I'm going to hit create. So once I hit create, do you see how it's 50 here? So see how it went from here to here, right? I just made a copy of it, and I can do this. I can just keep on doing it for February, for March, for forever. Okay. So what I do is I click on this card and I get rid of all of this, and I say, all right, Sarah's party is going to be on February 7th. Okay. I click this out, and then that way I know, okay, Sarah's party is in February. It's going to be on that date. And I can make as many cards as I want. All right. So once I get in here, now I've been running so many parties from parties that I really don't know who these hostesses are. So I'm really trying to get to know them. So what I like to do is I like to have their parties like a couple of weeks out. So like if I'm running a party tomorrow night, I'm going to look at my calendar and I'm going to say, okay, it's the 3rd. So the next party I'm going to say is available is on the 17th. So the 17th and the 24th, because I only do my parties on Wednesdays. That's my party night. I'll run 2, maybe even 3 parties in one night. Just because it's like, I like to just do it all in one night. I want to be at my computer more than one night. So I put her name up there, and then I will put the date as well. The cool thing here too, you can actually put her on Facebook URL. So once I book the party date, I'll go into Facebook. Can you guys see me going into Facebook? Yeah, okay. So if I just go to home. Well, all right. So, all right, let me get out of here. Let me go to Margaret. All right. So if I'm on my profile, right? See how it's up here, the link. What you can do is you copy this, and I go back into Trello. I put it in the description, and I hit save. Right. So now, like, it's February 2nd. Her party is not going to be until the 17th. So between the 2nd and the 17th, I come in here and I'll just click on this and I'll say, okay, what's Margaret doing? What is she up to? All right, let me like and comment on her post. All right, great. Or maybe I'm going to get into her DMs. I'm going to message her because I'm going to tell her that, yeah, I watched Queen of the South and it was awesome. And, have you watched this on Netflix? I'm trying to get that know, like, and trust factor with that hostess so that when I ask her to private message her friends, she's going to listen to me, right? Because we're getting that friendliness going, right? I'm not like going to be a stranger to her anymore because we're having this banter back and forth like the next couple of weeks, right? But that's all I do, right? Like, so I come in here every day and I just check on who are my hostesses. It takes me all of 5 minutes, right? But it means a lot though when you don't know that person and you're really trying to get to know that person. All right. So I always put their Facebook URL up here. And sometimes I'll even put like, all right, you know what? Let me edit this. I'm going to put him. She was from Lauren's party, booked from Lauren's party. I'll have like a couple of things in here so I kind of know who she is, right? So these are all the things that I do before the party even starts. So I schedule the party date, like look at on Sarah, I scheduled the party date. I'm going to click that. That's done. I send her a message asking the hostess her favorite nail set. Why? Because I usually send the hostess a nail set along with like a catalog and maybe the business brochure. And also too, I go into Canva, and when I make that Facebook header for her party, I have a picture of her favorite nail set, and myself, right? So there's that little bit of connection going. After I do that, I click the little check mark. I asked, like I just said, I asked her for a picture, her favorite color, and a picture of her. I send her the nail set, the catalog, business brochures. I just went over that. I create the group, I create the party link, I schedule out the posts, right? So as I go, I click, right? So if you're running 3 or 4 parties or even 2 parties a week, you're messaging the hostess back and forth. Sometimes you could be like, shit, did she ever get back to me? I can't remember, right? As I go along, I just click it. Or the people who work full time, or like when I go to the hospital on Monday and my party starts on Wednesday, and I've been chatting with these people, and I sit down on Tuesday and I'm like, ooh, what did I do? Like I can't remember. So here it's a great like little checklist so that it kind of keeps me on point. So I click as I go. Now, remember, guys, these are just guidelines, so you don't have to do all these, but they're here for you to use them. If you don't like something, you just come over to the dots and you delete, all right? So, because you might not feel comfortable doing some of these things, but like I said, I'm sucking every party dry, okay? So I have the hostess post a pic on our personal page. I do like a curiosity post showcasing the nails with the selfie pic. I help her with this post and how to craft it. So usually what I'm saying to her after I give her the nail set, I'll be like, oh my God, I saw that the nail set was delivered. Did you get it? I just wanted to make sure. She'll say yes. I'm like, all right, well, in the next like 3 days, do you think that you can, post, that you can do your nails? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, make sure that you take some video and pictures. After you're done, let me know. So after she's done, what I'll say to her is, get your favorite drink, whether it be wine or coffee, and take a picture, take a selfie with it. And what we're going to do is we're going to post that on your personal page. And I said, you're going to talk about that cocktail. You're not going to talk about the nails. You're just going to talk about the cocktail. And you're just going to, let's see if we have some interaction with that post, because those are some of the people that you might want to invite to the party. So I help her with that because she doesn't know how to do that, right? Like she has no clue. She'll probably just say, hey, come to my color street party. But you kind of don't want to do that. You want to do that in the DM. So after I do that, I have her do a welcome post to the party. So she's in the announcements, right? I give her the verbiage of what to say, and I tell her to tag her friends, right? I always send the hostess the reward sheet and ask her for her wish list, have her looking, right, to see like, all right, what do I want and what's the goal? I always say the goal is 300 because you get free shipping and you get double the rewards. Always let the hostess know when the party is going to start and when it's going to end, right? So my parties start on Wednesdays and they usually end like Friday or Saturday. Done. See you later. I'm moving on to the next one, because I need to make sure that she knows that like, okay, like there's a start and an end to this party, right? It's not going to go on forever. So if your goal is $300, you better get into the DMs to be getting your people to buy, right? Or engage in the party or tagging, right? Because you don't want her to think that the party's just, there's nothing that's going to happen in the party, right? Like the party's going to last forever. So guys, these are all the messages that I've been like going like with the hostesses. I'll just kind of read some of them off quickly. But the cool thing is that you guys can come in here because you can just make a copy of this Trello board, or if you don't like Trello, I don't know, take a picture of it or copy it and put it in a place that you like it. But all you do is click here and you just hit copy and paste. And that's why I like Trello, because as I'm running my parties, I'll go, oh, Jesus, what day is it? Like, all right, I have to send her this message. So days before the party, like I told you guys, start to get to know the hostess, go onto her Facebook page and start liking and commenting on her post, start to build a relationship with her, right? The day before I add her to the party, I tell her what's going on. You know, so this is exactly what I say. I will invite you into the group tomorrow afternoon. Make sure you private message your friends. Very, very important, right? Throwing in that little nugget. Private message your friends and family into the group. Don't mass add. The invite can be as simple as, and I only did like 2 lines, right? Just copy paste it. And I try to make these as short as possible because I think, you know, if you write this whole big long list, like I don't even like to read it. So if I don't like to read it, they're not going to like to read it either. That's why we're kind of like bantering like back and forth. The day you invite the hostess to the group, I invite them on Monday. So I always say happy Monday. I just invited you to the group. I always give her the link to the group because I don't want her to use that invite button. I find that the most success is through just private messaging the link, have that link, and they can ask to be invited into the party. So my parties are on Wednesday, so I do that on Monday. On Tuesday, the day after you invite her in, I just say good morning, great job adding people to the group. Again, reminding her party will start tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Try and comment on all posts and tag a few friends in the comments. I'm walking her through the party, right? And making sure that she knows what to do. The day of the party, like you want to build excitement for her. So it's party day, post will go out every 5 minutes starting at 8 p.m. Comment on all posts for success and tag your friends in the game post at 8:30 to win prizes. Looking forward to partying with you and your friends tonight. I do a game at 8:30. It's just that GIF game. And I really want her to tag her friends there because that's where they win some prizes. And that's where I will ask people to book a party. So as the party is going along, I give the hostess updates on all the sales because I want her to know, like, all right, listen, like, oh my God, like you're at 180, like you're so super close, right? Just remember to interact with your friends. They're here to support you. They trust you and want to hear from you. What did I say? They trust you and want to hear what you have to say, not me. Tag friends and posts that make you think of them. Respond to all the party posts and just be you because you are amazing. And guys, you don't have to keep it just like this. Do your own wording, right? Like I don't say y'all and stuff like that. Some people do. I don't. So like they would know if it was like a script, right? So here you go. Happy Saturday, you know, telling her she's super close. This has actually worked with some hostesses, not all. Some of them are like, yeah, sure, I'll do that. Some are some won't. But if they're super close, I will say, not sure how you feel about private messaging some people, but that sometimes works, right? I find that some people just honestly forget and have thanked me for reminding them. Depending on how that relationship is with that hostess, like I'll ask her to do that, or I'll say, or if you want, I can message them. Totally up to you, right? And I've messaged people, and some people are like, oh, sorry, like I'm not going to make a purchase, and I'm like, oh, no worries. But some people will have said to me like, oh my God, thank you so much. I just totally forgot. And that has gotten me some sales. So at the end, I always ask the hostess to join the business. So this is what I've been saying, and it's been working a little bit. It says, you know, thank you for hosting. It was so much fun. We sold this amount and got this many bookings. Have you ever thought about doing something like this? It would be really fun to get you started, and you could take that or those bookings and receive commissions. Just a thought. Because I've had so much banter with her from before the party started all the way until now, it just naturally kind of flows. I've even asked people who have had like a bomb party because I'm like, I don't know where she is in her life. I don't know. She might be like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll try. So, you know, it just says, I hope you had fun, and I made the party super simple. You are such a positive person, and I would love to work with you. Have you ever thought about doing something like this? It's worth a shot, right? At least I feel like absolutely. I've had some great banter with people back and forth with just these messages. So now what do I do with the guests, right? when the guests are coming into the party, I friend request them all, right? It's the easiest way to grow your network, right? I'm on Facebook. I don't want to have to like grow my network by like just adding like 3 people or 5 people every single day, right? These are people that I'm really going to get to know. They're going to like me, I hope, and trust me, right? They're in the party with their friend. So it doesn't feel like as spammy if I go and I just kind of, click and say add a friend, right? Because even if they don't buy now, I am hoping that they're going to get onto my personal page and they're going to buy at some point, right? So I'm going to keep on building that relationship and fostering that. So I private message everyone that's invited to the group. I do this on the day of the party because it's almost kind of like a reminder, right? And guys, all I do is I come into this Trello board, I come here, I copy paste, and I go where it says members and I go right down the list and it's like boom, 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 boom. It does not take that long, even though there's like a huge list. It's just like such a great guideline. So all I say is, hi, Sarah, I wanted to personally message you and welcome you to Dana's Nail Bar Party. I can't wait to answer your questions tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Central Time. Just a friendly reminder, right? But I'm in their DMs, right? So right away, I'm trying to get into everybody that she invited. I'm trying to get into their messages. So during the party, well, actually, it shouldn't say during the party. Maybe like right after. So right after the party. So I'll do it depending on if I'm up or if I'm tired or I'm not tired. I either do this message the night of the party or the day after. I go back into their DM and I'll say, oh my God, the party was so much fun last night. What interests you the most about the nail strips? How easy they are to apply or the no dry time, right? Because I don't want to have to I don't want to have to sell to them right away, right? So I'm just trying to get to kind of know these people. So not only am I like commenting and liking them in the party, I'm also in their DM, right? And I haven't even asked them to buy yet, right? And that's a couple of messages. So I'm really starting to get to know these people. So then for the people who bought, I've tweaked this as, like I said, it's been, since June to now. Now I'm at the point where I'll say, hey, just a friendly reminder that Katie's nail bar party closes tomorrow night. Actually, I send those. Let me see. There's one that's missing. Oh, no, guess who purchased? Okay, sorry. I think they should be opposite. Okay, send to people who haven't bought. Guess who purchased? Okay, here. All right, so for the people who bought, I will go and I'll say, thank you so much for your order. I appreciate you. Really quick question. Have you ever thought about doing something like this? Can you see how I ask? Have you ever thought about doing something like this? That's my tagline, right? If they're like, I don't know, like not for me, I'm like, oh, no worries, girl. Why don't you come into my VIP group, right? I'm going to ask for the business opportunity first, and then I'm going to ask them to come into my VIP group because they're going to be a customer of mine. I send to the people who haven't bought, I'll just say, a friendly reminder that the party closes tonight. I really want the hostess to do that, but if she doesn't, then I'll do it. I always put like the orders here. So I'm always I'll put Kate bought whatever glitter, and I'll add it here because if it's a really good party, you got like 7 or 8 orders and they're coming in and I'm doing this, that, or the other thing. I don't want to forget to shout all those people out on that Facebook party. So I'll just write like what they bought and I'll keep it there and I don't click it off until I do the shout out on the page. So that way I kind of know where I left off with that party, right? So it's just a great way to stay organized. The early birds, like I do the same thing. I just put their name in there and then I'll come in here when they're out the door and they're already mailed. So when they're mailed, I click it off. All right, good. I'm done with those people. This is everything I do during the party. I friend request everyone. I sometimes will ask the hostess to ask her friends to host a party, or I will ask her, who do you think in the party would host? Because you'll get a $25 booking onto their party, right? So I kind of always put that bug into her ear. Private message all the people that bought with the link to my VIP group. And this is what I say. Ask 3 people to learn more about the business opportunity, the party sales, people who have joined my VIP, just so I can kind of have a list. But this is what I private message everyone to join Screw the Mom Jeans. And all I do is I go in here, I copy, click, of course it's not always Liz, but you have to go in and change it. I'll always write down like the parties that were booked off of here. This is what I do after the party. I announce a winner, I send the giveaways, send the hostess a thank you. This one's an important one. Ask the hostess for a testimonial and a picture of all her free stuff, right? Because you can use that for social media. And you can use that in your VIP group, or you could ask her to, hey, once you get that, like, could you post that in my VIP group to show everybody how many nail sets you got for $2? Like, isn't that crazy? Like some of the hostesses, especially when they get over the $300 mark, they're always like, oh my God, I can't believe I just got all of this for, $4. Like, this is crazy. And you want to use that as a testimonial, like everywhere, right? Sometimes if I have like a completely dud of a party, I will go on to like, all right, let me ask people who didn't buy if they want a sample, because I don't give out samples beforehand. And then I haven't done this yet, but I think it's awesome. I just haven't like really figured it out because I've been moving so fast through the parties and I've been booking so many parties. I almost feel like I can't get back in to do this, but I want to. Ask people who bought for referral posts. I'm so glad that you're loving the product. I would love to help you get some for free. And that's basically just saying like, hey, I'll make you a party link. And if you want to post on your page, like maybe you can get some credit for it. But so I just talked a ton and fast. So let me know, what are your questions?
I have a question.
Go for it.
So you say that you don't send out samples, right?
Correct.
And everything, when the party is actually happening, you don't go live, or do you go live? Sorry, I'm just trying to do too many things at once.
I used to go live in almost every party, and I don't go live anymore.
So it's just post. So for the 1 hour, you're just posting,
Yep.
posting.
Yep. So let me show you. So I don't know what's the best way to do it. Maybe here. So what I do is I go on. I have my party on Wednesday night at 8 from 8 to 9, right? And I make it pretty well known, like the party is starting on Wednesday. It starts at 8 and we're gonna post every 5 minutes. I used to invite the hostess in on Tuesday, but then I found that like more people were coming in like on Thursday, and I'm like, damn it, the party's like already over. So I add her on Monday night. And because I think, a lot of people are working full time, right? So on Monday night, she'll add a few people. And then like during Tuesday, she might, but then she'll add more people on Tuesday night. And then Wednesday, the party kicks off. I call it an early bird special, but it's really not, because early would be before. But I'll do like a 24-hour special. So at 9 o'clock that night, I'll be like, okay, time to purchase. Anybody who purchases within the next 24 hours, they'll either get an additional free set or accent nails, depending on what is there, what I have. So, and I'll say, within 24 hours. So that's usually Thursday night till midnight. Guys, I've closed the party on Friday at midnight, or Saturday, because I'm moving on to the next hostess, right? Because I'll have 2 more parties booked on the next Wednesday. So I gotta clean it up, get those early birds out, get those things out, move on to the next one. Let's go. Because I've checked off all those boxes that I don't think I can suck out any more from that party.
Okay. So the early bird is that same night.
Yeah. So Wednesday night, at 9 o'clock, it'll be like, all right, time to purchase. Anybody who purchases within the next 24 hours gets an extra free set. So that's on Friday, and that's on Thursday. And then on Friday, you pay regular, and then I'm
That's it.
usually closing it like Friday at midnight, or sometimes on Saturday if like sometimes the hostess will say, oh, my friends get paid on Friday. So it's like, all right, well, let's give them the extra day. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So if she feels like she's gonna get more sales, then I'll keep it open, but like I'll do like 2 posts on Saturday. That's it.
Okay.
So what do you guys, what do
I
you,
have a quick question.
yeah,
So you said, so usually like when I do parties, I usually make the hostess an admin.
Mhm.
Do you recommend that?
Yeah, I think you can do that.
Okay.
Absolutely you can. Yeah.
Because you said something about, have the link to the group, like that, like the group of the party. Because
Um,
I usually say, now go in, like once they join the party, they'll go in and invite from the Facebook party.
wait, say that again.
I don't know when you were saying this, but you said make sure you have the link to the group because
Right
you want
here?
you want to send it to them.
Oh, yes, yeah, sorry. So when you make your Facebook party, so like, all right, so here's Haley's party, right? So I did Haley's party. If you go, can you guys see I'm on Facebook? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so if you go underneath settings, I always customize their group here. So you just click this little arrow here and I put Haley's New Year nail bar, right?
Oh, I didn't know you could do that. That's
Yeah.
cool.
And then what I do is I highlight it and then I actually put it in my notes. So I have just like a little section. Can you see my notes? Can you see all my shit? I keep it in here. So I'll have like the parties that I'm going. I have like the party link for Color Street, and then I have their Facebook group because like if I'm at work or if I'm somewhere else, I have access on my phone and I have access on my computer. So that way I can like just bounce back and forth. Does that make sense? Yeah.
So because usually I just have them invite from the group.
Yeah.
But
So you have them use
suggest they send the link.
the invite. So like they can absolutely use the invite button, but I find that the most successful parties are the ones that private message and give them the link, because when they give them the link, like I think I might even have to like say yes for them to join. But for some reason, I don't know why. I think it's because Facebook kind of says like, oh, these people want to be in here. They're not, you know what I mean? Like, did they find it or whatever? Like they want to be in this group where when you're getting invited, it's kind of spammy, right?
Okay, that's a great idea. Okay, I get that. Awesome.
Go ahead. What other, what other people, what does, I can't talk, I talk so much. All right, so do you guys think this is helpful?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I've already got 13 people in here, so I don't know who has it and who doesn't. But I really feel like this has totally helped me keep organized, and B, like really suck a party dry. And I know that sounds horrible, but like it's true, right? Like it's like you want to get anything and everything out of these parties. And I am taking like this. I just saw Kelly's thing today. I don't know if you guys saw it about like live parties and doing a live event, which sounds so much fun, but like you have to have a hostess that really wants to do that. And not only that, I have to like look okay. And I don't know exactly what's going to be happening on that night. So listen, there's like numerous ways that you can party. Like, so you have to figure out what party thing is going to work for you. Like for me, I found that I was doing parties like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays. And I was like, this is insane. Like I can't even remember like what I said to this girl. So that's why like when I come in here, I'll know like, so if like Sarah's like, oh man, that date doesn't work, I can move Sarah over to March, and I can just, change the date. I can come in here and say, oh no, she's doing it on the 3rd. Okay. Because that happens, right? Like things happen. But what I found is that if I do them all on the same day, and what I try to do is I book 2 for the same night. So on Wednesdays, it'll go 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2, because then I get into sync share and I'm just in there, just 2 parties and like boom, 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 boom. And then on Wednesday nights, sometimes I just come into my office and I'll say, guys, I just gonna be in here for like an hour, and I am just commenting and liking and posting between both. I'm not posting, I'm just commenting and liking between both. parties, but then I'm done for the week. It's like, all right, that was good, done. You know, but you guys have to find what works for you, your family, and all that kind of stuff. Like, you might say like doing 2 parties in one night is too much. And I didn't start off like that. I was just doing 1 party and I needed to be like focused. But I think the more organized you are, the more that you can do too. So I want you guys to try out this system. I'm going to be talking about this all in the month of February, because clearly we've been in here for an hour or close to an hour, and that's a lot of information for people. So I'm dripping it out on the team page, but I really want my leaders to get in here, use this. It's taken me a really long time to kind of get the flow going, but now it's like I'm helping people. And somebody said to me, oh, the party game, no one booked a party, no one even played. And I said, all right, well, did the hostess tag all the friends in the comments? She's like, well, no. I said, well, tell her to go do that. Go tell her to go tag all the friends. And so the next day she was like, oh my God. She's like, I had, 4 people play and I got 2 parties out of it. So that 50 checklist is like in my head now. And I want you guys to kind of get it and work it. It takes a while, right? You got to keep on doing it, but then you guys should be able to show like your teammates how this all works. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I would really love for you guys to get a party booked like in the next like week or 2. And if you guys have parties and you want to use this, absolutely. And I'm here to help you guys navigate it and whatnot. Last question is the website phone friendly. Oh yes, Trello. I think Miriam, Trello, yes, it is phone friendly, and I have it on my phone. I think we're gonna get cut off, but any questions, just ask me. I recorded this, guys, so I'll wait for it to upload, but then I gotta upload it to YouTube and yada yada yada. And I can add you, I can invite you, but it has to be done by email. So just let me know, and I can get you in here.
Invite me, I'll go.
Will you send it to me?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll send it to everybody that was on.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Me too.
Margaret, really
I
quick,
have it, so I'm good.
I have a really quick question,
Yeah, go
and
ahead.
maybe I missed it. Do you go on live the night of the party,
I
or
don't.
do you not do that? So you're not doing that anymore?
No, I mean, I just don't have time. I know it sounds bad, but I just don't.
Yeah.
I
I feel like I go on live a lot, like throughout my parties, just
yeah, and you can, and it's great. Like
Yeah.
if you have time, do it. Absolutely. But
I don't have time. That's why I'm on this, because I'm like, I need to do time management, so
Yes.
be better at it, so I can have a lot more